Yes, 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 yes. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Hey, look, we're here on a Wednesday. What's going on? Must be something going on strange, innit? And we're here. What's going on, people? Yeah, Rebel Advocates back in the building. Got a nice one tonight. Wednesday one, even though it's supposed to be funny, but still, it don't matter. We'll make it funny because it is actually going to be funny anyway. But we'll see. We'll see. Who's here anyway? Is anyone there with me?
Yo,
Hold that. Hold that. Johnny
man
five.
like Johnny. Man like Johnny.
What you saying? You're right, yeah?
Wow, blow. Everything's good still, you?
Yeah, there. Can't complain, you know what I mean? Still there, still there.
I hear that.
Yeah. So what? Shall we go into this one about this woman? She thought she was black. Getting that job in the NAACP. Remember that woman? What was her name again? Vanessa.
Rachel.
Rachel. Anyway, yeah, this crazy woman got this job. Old thing, long time. Got this job in the NAACP doing things for the black community. But she wasn't black, you know what I mean? Is that a problem? Don't know. Maybe. What do you think about it, sir?
Bro, we don't even need to be. Of course it's a problem, bro.
Why? What's the problem, sir?
Bro, from you're not that race, you shouldn't be lying about your race to hire yourself in society, like, or get to a place that isn't like that wasn't credible, because she's not what she said she was, innit? It wasn't, like Ronseal, it says what it does on the tin. It wasn't Ronseal, bad man. She wasn't. I mean, it was a hard fought lie, man. She said she was black. She identified as an African American woman. Like, it just wasn't. She wasn't that. So to me, it was 100% wrong what she did. I didn't have no problem with her trying to help the community and the black society and all of that. But why did you have to like register yourself as a black person when you're clearly not one? And then you've got some picture of some black man and you're saying that's your dad.
So what do you think it was? Do you think it's because her lying? Do you think her lying is the issue? She lied about this being black, yeah.
Yeah, because she misled. She was misleading everybody, because everyone else got roped in by her lie. She got appreciated for what she was doing for the black community, and it was all based off a lie, because since someone's took over her role that she's done, there hasn't been no traction like what this Rachel woman did drum up. So it just shows you, like, there's black people doing the job that she was doing, but they're not appreciated as much as the white woman that was pretending to be black.
I hear you. So okay. So what you're saying is, like, just because what you're saying, because she was white, people were looking more eyes was on it because she was white.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I take that. I can take that. But like, what was did you think there was something wrong with her? Like, because I mean, for the fact that you'd wanna try and be something else, especially right when she lost when she wasn't getting no jobs. You remember that part? Nobody didn't want to talk to her, innit?
Yeah.
And to me, that would be the That's how it is to feel if you wanted to be black, innit? You can't get a job, nobody won't give you a job and stuff like that. So I don't understand why she was complaining if she wanted to be black. But you see, she wanted certain things of being black. You know what I'm saying? This woman was, maybe she wasn't talented enough in her community. I don't know. It don't make no sense. But I don't understand. I think something was wrong with her. What did you think, sir?
I thought there was some mental illness. I thought she was mentally disturbed, man, because I can't see why someone would want to do that. And it's like you said, it's hard for black people to get jobs anyway. So why would you want to go down that route? Did you just want to prove that, hey, I could pretend to be like you lot and get a job? I don't know. I don't know, innit? I don't know. But she was talented though. Remember the artwork?
Yeah, the artwork was decent. It was decent.
It was nice. It was good artwork, man.
It was decent.
And she could do.
Sorry, yeah, it was decent. So I didn't understand, but go on.
And she could do hair.
Mm-hmm.
So she had talent. You get? It's not like she never had talent. She had talent, but maybe the few talents that we seen that she had, maybe that wasn't gonna get her nowhere really in life. You get it? But to me, I could see there was promise in the woman, because even the few protests that she did organize and she did accomplish and everything there, you could tell she used. You could see that she used some of her artwork in the protests. It's like she was very. You could see she was very educated in a way. You get it? She had good education behind her, but yeah, she just tried to finesse the people, then, man. It wasn't good to see that, man. And the bit that I can't get over is that all she has to do is apologize and just admit who she is. But she's still like, no, I'm not gonna do that, innit? She look at the end. You see that she changed her name to a different name because it's all mad. It's all mad.
No, but she chose an African name as well or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she's still in that madness. You understand? In my mind, you know what I mean? What's wrong with her? I understand, you know. I mean, if you look, did you watch all of that documentary?
Yeah, I watched all of it from start to finish.
So you see what they done. You understand? So you see what they done to these kids when she was living with their parents, right?
Yeah.
So to me, that's kind of like maybe she got away and she's trying to do some kind of justice in some kind of way, you know, to give some kind of payback because she was involved in some kind of madness. You understand?
I did think that maybe she's trying to draw herself away from that side of living and try and relocate to the other side of the living of the adopted kids that were abused and all that. She's trying to give something back and trying to like go like come more towards their way rather and leave that side behind. But to me, there's other ways of doing that, innit? And it's like you basically effed up your adopted sister's appeal thing for hurting against her biological brother. You effed that up because of the stupidness that you're doing anyway. So these things, there's a bigger effect, there's a wider effect than just pretending to be someone you're not. It's got a wider effect on other people, like the kids, the step kids, it's not just her, innit? It's and the black community as well. It's like it's a wider effect, man. She just effed up everything, man.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, she's something was wrong with her, and maybe she was
not right with her.
Maybe she was involved in some of that stuff. That's for me. That's what I think. She's trying to do some justice back. Because it was some bad shit. There was a lot there they didn't talk about. there's a lot of stuff there they didn't talk about that church place things. Like, listen, gotta be wary, when these people are adopting black people, black kids and shit like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? You
It's
gotta be
real. Yeah,
wary. These people are nuts.
yeah. 100%. That's what you got. Who's it? Madonna and Angelina Jolie and them like love adopt black youths. There, people need to. You need to. People need to find out what's going on with these youths, bro. Why is it so fashionable for Caucasian people to adopt black youths?
I don't know about them people, what they're doing or anything like that, but I know there's some them crazy people. I'm talking about the crazy people that seem to be getting hold of these kids and doing all kind of madness. Remember there was the couple, the couple in America where they took the kids and drive them off the bridge. You remember that? Long time ago. Drive them off the bridge or something. 5 kids.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, man. Crazy stuff. Just adopt all these kids just to go and kill them. Do you know what I mean?
Jeez, man. Jeez. It's like they're trying to. It sounds sick still, but it's like they're trying to uphold a fantasy or something. Like, I don't know what they're doing because they clearly don't want the youth. So why are you adopting them? You clearly don't want them. So it's just to uphold some sick fantasy that you got, man.
Because I remember in that documentary they said, look at his back. Remember? They said, look at the guy's back. Did you see his back? And they were talking about some old time, something happened to whether they must have whipped him or something. You understand?
Yeah.
And they said, look at his back, and she started crying, and I just thought, all right, these people are nuts. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they were trying to relive some slavery times or something. Do you know what I mean?
That's what it was. That's what I had it down to, teacher. I had it down to that. Even the black girl when she showed her leg and she was like, "Look at the marks where I got hit and them thing there," and I'm like, "This is, bro. It's like they had these youths as slaves and they were just beating them."
Not slaves, but madness. Because remember another part in there, they said something about that they didn't treat them. They didn't teach them about being black. Innit? Remember they said they were teaching. They said they were white, but there was something wrong with them. They said, or some bullshit like that.
Yes.
That's some mad teacher doctrine.
Some
mind
craziness.
control, crazy madness, people trying to do some shit on you. You know what I'm saying?
Craziness. I hear that, man. Some madness, bro. I've never heard of nothing like this before, but man, some mad thing. And then the woman goes and brings out a book about what it means to be black or something. Like, I'm like, bro, what?
Mm-hmm. She read a few books. You know what I'm saying? She definitely read a few books, but yeah, it was just strange. I felt sorry for her, to be honest.
I felt sorry for the kids.
No, the kids were alright. They knew exactly. I mean, yeah, 100% true. No, I get you. Yeah, of course, because they as they understood, they understood exactly what it was in it, but they were just like, boy, it's like this is her house. You know what I'm saying? Nuts. It's nuts. And my man, the bigger one, wanted to get out.
Yeah, because he said right at the end when she's like, "Oh, when you come back," and my man's like, "If I come back, like there's no guarantees I'm coming back," because he just remember the whole thing. You could just see my man's like, when they find out my surname, they're gonna know who I am. What's the other things? He was about just big things, and I'm like, right, get me. And it's like they just knew that their mother was a mud, but it's like. It's some madness, isn't it? I felt sorry, but you see the youngest one, he was cool. He was more level headed, like, cause you never got the part when he did say like, I wouldn't say that my mom made up those things, but it's not impossible. I wouldn't put it past her to make up them things in it. So he is like he is like he really understood what the situation was. You get it?
Yeah, 100%. He understood and just G'd her up ragged. But
Yeah, cool.
it was all right anyway, because it's a bit strange, isn't it? It's a bit strange one to be, especially in America, how the people are, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, you know, if you're black, innit? But
Yeah,
it's not really the one to trying to be black if you're not black, you know what I mean? Especially in America, because they're
exactly.
mad in America, aren't they?
Exactly. But it's like you said, maybe it was through the adopted kids and she wanted to try and give something back, but she went the wrong way about it. Because if you want to try and give something back, there's other things you can do than rather pretending to be black. Like there's way more things you could have still helped them and the community without without going down the road that you went down. You get it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Like
100%.
all this putting on the makeup and then the curly hair and the braids and but you're just looking and thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah, she
Mad.
looks strange, doesn't she?
Yeah, bad man. Some mad people. And she's just not. No one accepts her. Like no one accepts her. Look at the bit when she went outside the barber shop to bring her youths them, and my man's like, move from the fuck up my front of my shop, innit? She's like, oh, I just want to know that they know. He's like, yo, they're gonna know where you're to. Just move in it. Like they're just not. Get me. She's just effed up. She's effed up her life and her kids. Because you never heard when the little boy said, I would have rather this happened like when I was 18, not 13, in it. Like I get me. It's like this is just too young. These things for me to for these things to happen like at a young age of 13 like this.
Strange, isn't it? Funny thing. Yeah, probably getting bullied or something. What would you know, that
Bro,
American
that's
school?
of course.
Mm.
You ever see where his mom comes to pick him up and he runs to the car because it's like he just wants to hurry up and get in the car and the shoot and get out of that place, bad man, because he's not comfortable in it because the mom's created that whole thing.
But yeah, if she's got some kind of an issue, she should really try and get it sorted, in it, really, in it.
And the first thing is admit who you are. Stop trying to come with some black man in a picture and say that's your pops and take the makeup off, take all that makeup off and just be who you are, innit? Just stop pretending to be this person that you're not, man.
Because she's got skills, in it. She can get a job doing something, or even art or whatever.
Even just be an artist if you want. Like you, the artwork she does, like you said as well, she's got skills. Boy, mad people them.
So yeah, I don't know. What do we give for this woman? I mean, do you want to argue some more about it? Let's debate some more about it. What? Yeah, I mean, it was an upbringing, 100%. It was an upbringing to make her decide to do something strange like this, or maybe guilt of the upbringing as well. Maybe she was involved in some crazy stuff there. You
I
know
was
what I
just
mean?
about to say that maybe she was involved in or something.
Yeah, of course, and or I mean, look, you stand there and you stand by, you stand by and let it happen. You understand? You're part of that as well. You could have stopped it or something. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So yeah, I think that's the way she's coming from, and maybe there's more things to come from that. You know what I'm saying? Further down the trough.
Well, there should be because if the adopted sister saying them thing did go on, there should be something else to come, because even though they denied her thing because they're saying the character witness isn't good because of what the woman's done, it's like you must be able to appeal that, because if that's rightfully happened to you, you must be able to do something about that, man.
Mm.
Sick
Yeah.
people, them.
Yeah, it's strange. It's a strange one. It's a strange one, that one.
But even the bit when her son was wanted to go to was it uni or something,
Yeah.
and they managed to they just at me. This like the focus was more on her than rather letting your son go and enroll in the uni and them thing. It's just like you're just effing up your kids them life.
Yes, it's like she like to have the attention on her or something. Do you know what I mean?
That's what it
She's one
is.
of them ones she likes attention. Maybe it could be that.
Maybe that's what it is. You've just put the nail on the head, but that's what it is. She's an attention seeker. That's why she's doing all of this shit.
Do you remember like that woman? There was another one where this the woman was she had a child, right? And the child was sick, or maybe the child wasn't sick anyway, but she was feeding the child some pills, keeping her sick, you know what I'm saying? Keeping her sick, and they were getting money.
I remember that, you know.
Yeah, that one is nuts as well. And that could be it, because they were getting checks and all that stuff, paid for this and all that, and she thought they were living a life. I said, fuck it, might as well keep you sick for the whole time then, innit? And there was nothing wrong with the girl.
I remember that one, man. Sick people, man.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
And to top it off, the woman go have her next ute and just bringing her little ute around that fuckery, man.
Yeah. Man. It's another story, that one there, isn't it?
Mad woman. And you never see how she love off the social media thing. Like, she knows she shouldn't be going on the social media, but yeah, I mean, she just loves it. She loves it, man. Putting pictures of her youth them on social media and beer comments, got your comments open so people could just send beer fuckery. Yeah, I mean, beer fuckery message to you and them something there.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's all attention seeking, man. Because if you really wanted certain things, you would move away. You wouldn't have done it in the first place, but you'll move away, start a new life for yourself, take off all this makeup and just go back to who you are, innit? And just forget this make believe life that you're trying to live, man.
But also, no, that's it. I forgot the other angle. The other angle is, listen, you can be whatever you want to be today, isn't it? That's the one they're trying to chuck now, isn't it? That's the narrative they're trying to drop out there. You listen, if that's what you want to be, then that's what you are, isn't it? But I'm trying to say, well, look, if that's what you want to be, you have to deal with whatever comes with that as well, innit? And there's a lot of, in America especially, more so, there's a lot of negative stuff that comes around with that. So what? She 100%. wants to do the be black but take none of the negative, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, that's like picking the best. It doesn't go like that, you know what I'm saying? Picking the best out of certain things, or ethnicity or culture or something. Do you know what I
mean? 100%.
Say, yeah, 100%. I'll get down with these things like this, but not the rest. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what she did. To me, I don't understand it, innit? And it's like, I don't think we ever will understand it. Only she knows what kind of confused things she's going in with in her headpiece. Yeah.
100%. 100%. But it was interesting to see. It was strange to see, funny to see that she still got the jobs anyway. Do you know what I mean? It was funny how she
Mm-hmm.
got the jobs, but anyway, something on their selection process maybe. But yeah, do you wanna wrap it up, old chap, on that one?
That's on that one.
Was there anything? Did we miss anything out about this?
I don't think so. I think we covered. I think we pretty much covered everything on that subject. We got her kids, the effect it had on her and her kids, her not being apologetic and apologizing, her could still continue. I think that's it, man.
Yeah. What do you what do you what's your diagnosis on this one? Do you have a diagnosis?
I,
What she a mad woman.
a mad woman that. Nah, man. Go on.
Exactly.
It's like you said though. Put laugh and joke to one side. Go and get some help, man.
Yes, get some help because we're gonna laugh and joke Wednesdays. You understand?
Mm. Get
Yeah,
some help, man, because them thing
100.
there, it's not good in it. It's not mentally. If it's not a good thing to be doing that, man. For you to come out in public and run a lie like that and pretend to be. Yeah, you're not. It's not like you're pretending to be somebody. You're pretending to be a whole different race. Like you're trying to change your race, like your background. You're trying to change your like. You,
Yeah, go on, go in, man. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You're trying to get your head round it. I can hear you. You're trying to get your head round it.
You're trying to change like your whole ethnicity. Like how you like. It's not like you're trying. Like it's like you actually want to be black, but you're not. Like you got them people that try to be black and they talk like they're black and dress like they're black. This woman actually had in her head, she actually fooled her brain into thinking like, yeah, I'm black. I'm one of them. You get me? Like, I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna do my hair like them. I'm gonna put something on my skin. I'm gonna I'm gonna change my name. Shut up, mad people that man.
Yeah, she went in 100%. She went in with the name and the hair and the weave every time for
Yeah, all the weave thing and the glue thing in the head. Like she was.
She went in proper. That's why she learned. She learned the style how to do it so she could do it for herself.
See what it is along the way. She picked up certain traits from certain people, and like you said, she learned to do it herself. She picked up this. She picked up that from that person. She picked up this from that person, and she put it all together. And like, yeah, I'm one of them now. I'm gonna be black now.
It's funny.
My, my. To when she can all do her own, she can do her own hair. She can do other people's hair. She can. Why?
She could hustle up, man. She'll have a shop soon. You know what I mean? Doing nails and all that.
100%. She might even have one already.
That's where she's got to find a business. Yeah.
Yeah, because look, through the book deal, she's gonna get a revenue through the book deal, and she's gonna be able to hustle up and find a little one rundown place and do it up and get a little shop and just do people's hair from there. And she might even do a little one art school and teach people to draw because she's got skills, but it's whether anyone's gonna allow her to, if anyone's gonna allow her to bring herself to be able to get a business in the community and do certain stuff. Because certainly you could already see how the public view her already. Like, nah, man, we don't want you around here. Move from around here, man. You're a wrong one. You get it?
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's leave that one there. So yeah, so she's a strange woman, you know, with a strange upbringing. We need to get some of that stuff sorted out. Definitely, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Counseling.
100%. Some talking, definitely. Anyway, let's move on to this next one. This one is a good one. You told me about this the other day.
Go on.
It is, can someone's religion or sexuality affect a relationship or friendship? Yeah? Do you know anybody who's got strong religious views, go to religion, go to their mosque or church, hardcore, you understand? Start preaching it back on you, you understand? Getting on your nerves, maybe. Or could be something like something worse on that, my friend. Can that affect a relationship or your friendship, my friend? Something like that, you know what I mean?
Well, I've been through the friendship, the friendship one still, and it was a huge eye opener. You get it? And it's like when I went on that when I went to Spain that time on that holiday, yeah, man met a Muslim guy in it, and for months, me and him was cool. We was eating food together. We were going to the gymnasium together. We were doing everything together. Pause, but not certain, but yeah, certain things like gymnasium and eating together and playing computer game and talking about family life so this was going on for about 6 months. And then one day now it's like he propositioned me and said, "Oh, why don't you come to Juma one day?" And for those that don't know, Juma's like the Muslim, like their worship place, innit? And they do that every Friday, innit? So obviously, Juma, yeah, every Friday. So obviously, I'm from a Christian background, innit? So obviously, I propositioned him and said, "Cool, I'll go to your thing, Juma, but you gotta go to my thing to see what my thing's about. Like we have to go to chapel in it on Sunday. Let's go church in it. Like, and he looked at me strange. Like the man was like, "No, no, no, I'm not on that in it." So I was like, "All right, cool. I'm not on going to your thing. Get me? Like you're not going to my. I'm not just going to your thing like that, and you don't see how my way of living is as well. You get it?" So it's like after that now, I remember we used to do a boat thing in it where you buy certain food ingredients and we cook together and we eat together in it. So I remember there was one time now I bought the groceries or whatever. I went to buck him at his yard. Do you get it? I brought him the groceries and the man said to me, "Oh, I'm not even cooking this week. Still, I'm on a boat with them man there still." And I'm like, "Who?" And he pointed at some next Muslim brothers in it, and I was like, "All right, cool. Say no more in it." Like, and then I remember the next day, man went gymnasium. I said to him, "Yo, come, you ready to train today?" He's like, "I'm training with them man there today, innit?" I was like, "Oh, raw, you didn't let me." He was like, "All right, cool, do your thing, innit?" And then say like a week or a couple weeks after, when we had that little discussion about Juma and chapel, now it's like our friendship faded out in it to when we didn't chat no more in it. And it's like I'm seeing it as like because I didn't want to go to his drummer thing, it's like he looked at me in a different way. So I was looking at him like, raw, you're coming on that whole you try because I didn't want to see your way of living. It's like you just dash me away, innit? But same time, I thought to myself, all right, cool, innit? Like if that's how you are, then I don't want to be around that type of person, innit? Because you're not gonna force me into your way of living. Like if I came to that way of living, then that's different, innit? But not you try and force me into your Muslim thing. I was like, nah, man, I'm not into that, innit? So yeah, that's how I'd say religion
Side of
messed up a
religion.
friendship. Yeah, that messed up a friendship with me.
Okay, so what do you think? Any other way?
What that could mess up a friendship?
Yeah. Say like you had like a, say like you had a friend who's a lesbian or something. Do you think you found out that she's a lesbian? You know, would it affect your friendship to her towards her?
That's funny you mentioned something like that because there was a next situation holiday
What's
that
going
I
on? What's
went.
going on? Another situation? What you got? What you doing, bro? What you doing? Go on.
So obviously, when I told you when I bought the groceries for the Muslim brother now, he said he's not doing it that week, yeah. So obviously, I met one black brother in there, innit? So the black brother obviously said to me, "Yo, so what you doing with that food?" I was like, "But I'm just gonna dash that back in the freezer or something." My man's like, "Nah, nah, nah. You can jump on our boat. There's three of us, but you'll make it four, innit? So every week I'll give you a shopping list." And we'll just mash up a food in it, and we'll just all cook together and then ting there. And I was like, all right, cool, in it. So man was doing this for about about 6 months. Man was on this food boat thing, in it. So man was cool with this boat thing, teacher. Man was like, oh, cool, the food, man's man's getting fried chicken, rice and peas, soup on Saturdays. Man's eating different now, innit? And then one day now, like no, the day before now, he had a visit in it. So he said he said his friend was coming up to visit him. I was like, oh, cool, because me and him didn't really get visits like that. So when man get a visit, man give thanks for it. I was like, all right, cool, like congratulations on your visit in it, because he never got visits like that. So obviously he said his friend was coming up to visit him. I was like, all right, I never asked too much question. You get it? Because if a man say a visit's coming, calm in it. Congratulate me, that's good. And then the day after his visit, I went to education. I went to maths, innit? I went to education maths. And there was one Rasta man in education. And the Rasta man said to me, yo, such and such is your friend, innit? And I was like, yeah, why? Who's asking? And they said, no, no, no. And he kept staring at me, and I'm like, yo, brother, why did you ask me that question? He's like, yo, my man's one of them mama man there. You get it? Like, I was like, shut up, bruv. And he's like, nah, I swear down, he's one of them mama man there, innit? Like, I was like, bruv, like, you're all lying, innit? Like, he's like, bruv, I'm not gonna lie. And then he's like, oh, such and such. He was did it as well, innit? So obviously I sat on it for like a day, and I was thinking about it. And then I seen the other guy, because the other guy was on the food boat as well, but he never said nothing in it. So I said to the other guy, yo, is it true what I'm hearing? And he's like, what? And I was like, you was on the visits. And my man was like, yeah, yeah, it's true still. And I'm like, nah, man, you're lying. He's like, bruv, why do you think I stopped eating from this guy now? Innit? Like, I was like, yeah, I kind of noticed that still. He's like, nah, man, I don't eat from this guy no more because of that. And I was like, nah, you're lying. He's like, bro, go and ask him, innit? I'm like, bro, I can't ask a man that bad, man. Like, he's like, bro, ask him, innit? He's like, everyone else knows, ask him. I was like, nah. Then obviously, I kind of did something still where when I found out now, I did the same thing what the Asian brother did to me, innit? Like, the man came for his groceries and I was like, yo, I couldn't even get it this week. I didn't have the money like that this week, but my money was patterned every week, innit? So I was like, I can't even do that. And then the next week, I got the shopping list and I just dash it away in it. I'm like, I was like, bro, I can't even like get me. But when I rang my people were like, you've ate from the man already, so just carry on doing what you're doing. I was like, bro, I can't eat from him no more. And then obviously he got a move off the wing, innit? And then obviously that's and certain man at night used to shout out the window certain homophobic gestures out the window, innit? And it's like it was to him, innit? But so I let religion mess up a friendship and someone's sexuality, their sexual preference, that messed up a relationship for me as well, innit? Or a friendship that messed up a friendship for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. So why would you do that, man?
Why would I do what?
I mean, why would you why would you make it mess up your relationship or friendship or something just because? I mean, look, on that first one you was talking about the guy that didn't want to do nothing. I can understand that one there, but you know they're all not like that, are they?
All right. Do you know what it is? I've come to a clarification now. It was more the deception. Like, I wouldn't expect a man to just say straight away, yeah, I'm this. But you let man hang about. We were rolling around for 6 months, yeah? We were hanging about for 6 months. And it's like the whole time you were this. It's the same with that woman we were talking about. For so long, you've deceived people and you've deceived me, and it's like you knew that I didn't know that's who you were, innit? If that makes sense, because other people, anyone listening in, write a comment in and say if you think I was right or wrong for what I did.
What do you think, Becky? I know Becky's there, I think. What do you think, Becky? Go on.
But to me, yeah, I don't see it was wrong what I did. I see it as that's just me, innit? But I'm there contradicting myself. Because maybe when I first met the guy, if he would have said that's who he was,
you wouldn't have chat to him or what?
Yeah. I wouldn't have. But sometimes in life, teacher, you have to let someone make a choice. Like you have to make them make a decision. Because it's obviously it's not everything you tell everyone straight away about your life, but for 6 months, you and the moment you get your visit or whatever, man have to hear from other people like, yo, you're all, like, my man's your brethren, isn't it? Like, yeah, bro, that man there, whatever, stick his tongue down the man's throat on a visit or something, and I'm like, what? I'm like, shut up, man. And they're like, bruv, I swear down, so and so, and it's like, but me as a man, I should have been able to ask him and say, yo, I heard something, is it true? But
Of course, 100%.
As a man, innit, I should have been able to say to him, yo, I heard something. Is it true? But it's like, it's like I clarified in my own head that it was true because of what other people said rather than just ask the man. And it's like the man knew that I heard something because as soon as I said I can't afford it no more, and then I stopped buying the groceries, he knew that I heard what he did it or I knew who he was, innit? But at the same time, if that's who you are, just tell man, yo, that's my. I mean, and then when he told me more about his, remember when I first met him, not to cut a long story short, but when I first met him, he was in the army, innit? And he told me the reason he was on the holiday because he did bruck up someone in the army, innit? Because he said there was the bare people were being abusive and racially abusive to him in the army. But when I found out and I read his story, I found out basically the corporal's son, they went out to a club and the corporal's son spat in his face, innit? And he called him a derogative word that you say towards homosexuals, you get it? And obviously the man picked up something and he beat the man with some pole, and now the man's senseless now. He's like the man's cabbage now. He can't talk now, innit? So that happened, but obviously he didn't tell me the bit about what the man called him. He just said the man was racist towards him, and all the time in the army, the man used to pick on him and say things towards him. But it's not that. They knew who he was, innit? So when they found out who he was, they started certain things towards him, innit? So that's why he did bruck up the man and end up have to go on that holiday where I was. But it's like he never told the whole story about why that did happen, you get it? So yeah, I've let religion and somebody's sexuality affect a friendship.
Yeah. Totally. So you're the perfect ones to answer the questions, right?
Has that ever happened to you? With
No.
friend, like someone's religion or sexuality affected a relation, it's never happened on a relationship scale with me with a woman because I don't see women outside like the black and white community, in it. I've never been with an Asian woman before. I've never been with a Chinese or I've never been with like an Asian woman or a what do you call them now? Like them Eastern European girl. I've never been with them type of women before, in it. So it's like, so for me to let religion affect a relationship with me and a woman is kind of hard because I've never been with like a Muslim woman or a Jewish woman or you know what I'm saying? Another yeah.
Yeah. Has it affected me? No.
Yeah, that's what never.
No. I mean, I don't really know any people that are hardcore religious like that. You know what I'm saying? And I have friends. You know, listen. In this day and age, you're gonna have to go work. Yeah, you have to work. You have to work with all types of people. You understand?
100%.
You just gotta be. You know, you just gotta be Teflon all over the place. You get me? And cool with everyone. You gotta be cool with everyone, right?
I hear that. What about in the relationship?
Relationship what?
Aspect.
I don't know no religious people.
Have you ever been with a religious woman?
Nah. Don't go for that. That don't work for me, old chap.
But you wouldn't necessarily have to go for it. It's like you could meet them for who they are, and then later on down the line, now you'll discover like, oh, she's actually this, she's that, she's a Muslim, or she's a Christian, or she's a, you know what I'm saying? You could find out later on
Where
down
did I
the
meet
line.
her at church? Where did I meet her at church?
Not at church, bro. But there's any walk of life. You can meet at in any walk of life.
Yeah, nah, not for me, old chap. Not for me. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's interesting.
Listen, I ain't saying I ain't had opportunities, but it just don't work. The religion don't work. I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't play towards that, so then it doesn't make sense for me to find somebody who would, you know what I mean?
I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah. I know, so no, that's never happened to me. But yeah, that's good though. It's good that it has happened to you, that you have some experience of it, you know what I'm saying?
And you find when I went on that holiday, because remember, growing up, I had a couple Indian friends from young, but when it was time to like, say like when you have a couple Indian friend and then you try to step into their yard when you're younger and they're like, oh, can you just wait out here a minute, or go and wait round the corner? I just got to go into my yard and get something. It's like, I realized from a young age, it's like, me personally, I wasn't accepted into their culture or their lifestyle in it. So it's like I learned from that from a young age. So obviously, when I went on that holiday, you're around Indians, you're around Pakistanis, you're around Chinese people, you're around Polish people, you're around Romanians, Albanians, you're around every person from every walk of life in it, and you're around these people. So it's like, but I discovered more in the Muslim society in there. They really try to convert you in it. They really try it. They're really on that. Oh, Allah this and Allah that. Like, well, I'll listen for a little bit, but it's like when I can see you're the Sundays come to Juma and them thing there, I'll kindly take myself away from you, and I won't, get me, unless we're just talking on a mutual vibe and we're just cool with each other. That's cool, innit? But when you're trying to imprint your way of living on me like that, bruv, I'll take myself away from you and I won't chat to you no more, innit? So, but I find in that place there is a lot of that in it. There is a lot of, yeah. It's crazy, man.
What recruitment?
Yeah, because remember, you get a lot of people. They're not certain religions before they go in there. Then when they go in there, they've been recruited, and then when they come out now, they act like they're the hardest. Like they act like they're the most invested person in that religion. Like, yeah, and I'm thinking, bruv, I don't remember you being that before you went on holiday. So well, go on, you get it. But yeah, there is a lot of recruiting in there, isn't it? But yeah, to me, it's more fear than acceptance. It's more people go with certain narratives and act like through fear because they want to feel like they're part of something. Like it's through fear, man. It's like I'd never understand.
They're the numbers, you think? What? Because they're the numbers in the holiday. Yeah,
it is. It is because they're the bigger number in it. There's more of them than every. Because like there was a couple people I used to just chat to normally, and then on a Friday they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm going Jumma," and I'm like, "Oh, right, I didn't know you were Muslim." Man's like, "Yeah, I turned it from on holiday in it," and I'm like, "Oh, right, you never did tell me you were that." You get it, but same way I'd still chat to them and them thing there, but it's not all of them. I'm not trying to say is everyone trying to put their way of living on, man. But it's more that try to do it that don't do it. You get it?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Mm. But yeah, man. Like I said, I had a good couple friendships in there, but they just went sour because of, obviously, like I said, because of the friendship and because of the religion and the other guy's sexual uh, preference, you know, of what of what he prefers in it. And it's like, yeah, it's crazy still, man. But boy,
Boy, is what it is, man. At least you're 100% honest about it. You know, that's what it is about, isn't it, old chap?
yeah, because when I told some people the story, some people were like, nah, you're wrong for that. I'm like, how can I be wrong for my decision? It was my decision. If you want to say to me, maybe you should have went about it a different way, but to tell me I was wrong for what I did, I don't. To me, that was my decision, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you see, people always do that. No, if it was right for you, it was right for you. Maybe they
100%.
they look through their eyes and say, no, 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 that's wrong, because it may be wrong for them. You understand? But no, if
100%.
you think it was right, that's you, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's on you,
I
man. Go on.
I just couldn't do it again. I just couldn't. And obviously, I look at it way like, cool. You've already you already had made a friendship with this guy. You've ate from this guy. You've chilled with this guy. You play computer game with it. Whatever in it. But it's like when you actually do find when I found out, I was like, I can't do this no more, bruv.
So what?
I don't know. I don't know what their interior motive was either.
So now, okay, now we're getting somewhere then. So what you saying? Just in case
'Cause
the man was after you, is that what you're saying?
bro, cut a long story short, yeah, because bad man don't want to sit down in there for more years than necessary, bad man.
And that they always ain't that the typical thing that normal guys think.
No,
I just laughing at normal guys. God.
You know what it is? I've never been in a situation like that, so it's like I don't know what was going through the man's head. I don't know what was going through his head. Why he did see me one day and be like, "What you doing with that food? Yo, jump on our food boat, innit?"
Too craven.
And, you know,
that's what it come with. Man's too craven, isn't it? Man saw some food and saw the opportunity to jump on the next boat, innit?
It's crazy, man. And the worst thing is, after when the shit did hit the fan, everyone was saying to me, "Oh, could you notice he was a bit, he was a bit, you know?" And I was like, I couldn't tell. I don't know what to look for. And then I remember even the people that like patrol the place, in it, them people were like, "Oh, we thought you knew, in it, like because we thought you were we thought you were on that team, in it, because you were hanging around with him. So we didn't we thought you were like him." I was like, "Nah, sir, I ain't nothing like that." But obviously, it was just all mad, in it, like just so it's like it was all crazy.
Routed. So you so that man there was walking around there in high heels and all them.
Why? I wouldn't say it was.
I'm only joking. Man wearing high heels and all them something there, and man didn't notice. No, not really.
And you know the worst thing about it, yeah? He dressed like he dressed like how I would dress, yeah. he listened to the music that I listened to. I just seen him as like, I was like, raw, man's actually met a next black brother in here that's actually cool in it. Like, but maybe he was cool in it, but to me, that's a different type of cool in it. But I actually thought, right, I've met a next black brother that's similar to man in it. Like, but it's like, why? Crazy.
Yeah, funny,
Crazy.
funny. That is. Yeah, sorry. That's all I can do is laugh, really. Yeah, well.
I can laugh about it now, but at the time it wasn't funny. But I can laugh about it now, man.
100%, old chap. 100%. 100%. So what about? All right. What about now? Have you learned about it now? Are you? How would I say it? Are you a little more open in your? Are you more open in your opinion about these things now, or is it same old chap?
Bruv, it's just the same old, bruv. I'll be honest with my bruv. I'm not. I mean, it's yeah, same old, man.
What is it? Tell me about the. All right, go on. No. Let me come in. Tell me about the religion. Tell me about like, what would be like an annoying person around religion? What would they be? Like, cause. Yeah, that opinion is your thing. That's a one side. That's thing. That's some little mad man who just he was seemed like he was definitely trying to recruit that one. But what about another side for you? For like remember the person being irritating, trying to always say, "Oh yeah, come on, come down here, come down to church." every day, every week, keep trying to talk the scriptures or whatever and all that stuff. Wouldn't that be annoying? Would that be annoying? What is another part that would make you want to get rid of somebody because of their religion?
I don't think there is, It's like, say if you were one religion and I was a next religion, yeah? I could work with you same way, because I don't feel you would be trying to impose your religion on me, and I wouldn't be doing it, imposing my religion on you. You get it?
So somebody imposing their religion on you would be first thing, sign of saying, boy, I feel me now I gotta check that one there, so you know.
Say if they were just around, man, and just always talking in their language, to like, if they like there's just certain things what I couldn't tolerate in it. Like, if you were just be you in it, just around me, be you in it. But if that's how you feel, you have to be around me, then, and you couldn't just be yourself if you have to be reading scripture verses and certain things and telling. I couldn't. Yeah, man. I can't be around that, man.
Hey yeah.
Couldn't be around that, teacher.
So yeah, it's just basically that then, isn't it? Somebody who's just really trying to just impose that religion on top of you or onto you anytime excessively. They're the type of person there isn't no. That's the only way, isn't it? Really, isn't it? Where you think, get out of there.
Yeah. Move from me with that. You get me? Move from round your sir.
So what about all right, going back into
Go on.
Going back to your mate that your friend and everything. You dress like, wear the same gums, you listen to the same music. You understand? Yeah, he could have been your friend, he could have been your good mate, innit? He could have been a good mate. You listen to the same music. No,
He was. He was. He was a. Well, I thought he was a good mate.
you could have left a good mate potential there, mate.
Well, I'd rather. I'd rather it went the way it did. You get it, Padman? Oh boy, cause you remember the holiday where I met you. Yeah, remember there was that next guy,
Yes.
and it's like he to everyone else he was cool with them in it, but to me, he's a next person. I couldn't. I couldn't conversate with the man in it.
The same one that I used to come and check you, innit? That one.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't conversate with him.
Why is that? Because I remember I used to laugh all the time. Do you remember?
I know
I
you
always
did.
used to crack up all the time, innit? And talk to you.
I know you did. Because I remember even when we had the Christmas party, yeah.
Which one? The official or the unofficial one?
The unofficial Christmas party where man's drinking, taking certain substances and them thing there, and it's like someone that I was cool with called him to the party, innit? And so I said to that person, yo, I'm gone, innit? And they were like, nah, stay. Like, it's cool, innit? I'm like, brother, if this guy's in the party, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not boogieing. I'm not boogieing no more. I'm gone. I'm gone to my bed, innit? And then the man was like, bruv, like, just like the man's cool, innit? He's always asking, why do you always move out when he comes around? I'm like, brother, I'm not into them. I'm not into them. I'm not into them something there. You get it? But all right, let me ask you a question then, yeah? And I want you to be, and I know you will, be totally honest with me, yeah? The way that I told you that I am with them type of people, yeah? Would you class me as being, fuck it, I'll say it, homophobic? Would you say that? No, be honest. Would bruv, you know me, teacher. I don't get. My feelings don't get. If you were to say to me, bruv, you do sound a bit like one of them people, then I'll have to look at myself again and think I need to change something the way I am, because I don't. When I hear someone that's one of them people that like a homophobic person, I think, raw, why do you need to be like that? Just don't chat to them. But maybe the way I'm talking now, just don't chat to them. Is that like if someone said, oh, I don't like black people, but I just don't chat to them, would you class them as a racist, or would you just say they're not into them, innit? Like with me now, would you say I'm homophobic or I'm just not into them because I don't know, indie.
No, because look, even in what you said, I think, even in what which is still funny, it's still funny. Even what you said earlier about the guy, and you said he was he liked the same music. You understand?
Clothes,
he liked the same clothes.
yeah.
You see, the thing is, you don't mind it really. Well, I understand what you do mind. You understand? You mind if they're if they're trying to make an attempt on your life. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what you don't want. So I understand it, but I don't think you don't like them. I think you have you have something to. Yeah, I don't think you don't like them because look, clearly you do, innit? And the only reason why you don't with this guy is because of whatever happened there. You understand? That's why you decided not to. You know what I mean? He didn't start stinking, did he? He didn't start not having a shower and smelling up the place.
No.
So you know. It was a clear decision you made, you understand? But
Mm.
you still liked him. let's just
Why?
say not liked him like that, not like that. You know, I'm talking about
as a person, innit?
as a normal person, you know what I'm saying? Normal, quote unquote,
Yeah.
you understand? But listen,
Mhm.
what if, right, you're going for a job. You're going for a job and your boss is like this. Yeah? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when your boss is like this? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna complain? Are you gonna turn around and say, nah, I don't want this job?
Or if my boss is like them,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
what? What? Man just have to just get on with it, innit?
Exactly. You're gonna play the game. So what's wrong? So what's wrong then? Because that actually, because if you didn't play the game, what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna lose my job, bruv.
So if you do play the game, what's gonna happen?
Man, keep the job.
And then some. And what else? You understand? So I'm talking about like potential promotions in the job and shit. Yeah.
Nah, I hear where you're coming from with that. You get me? It's not like I don't understand. I get where you're coming from, but
Because you can't even tell. You know what I'm saying? Who's who?
it's true.
You understand? You can't even tell. So
That's the next thing. That's the next thing what I was just about to say to you. You put it in one, but I put it in one, but you summed it up. He looked like me, he dressed like me. He listened to the music I play. You would think he's a next, like you would think he's a brother like me, innit? But obviously, it was his sexual preference was different to mine, innit? That's what made him different to me. But it's like I couldn't accept it. You get it? I just couldn't say, all right, cool. You like them. I like this. I couldn't separate. I couldn't separate it, innit?
no, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
It's just like it's just like when I hear a footballer that I like watching play football, I hear he went down that road. I start to look at them different as well, and it's like, why? If they're a good footballer and you like the way they play football, why do you look at them different for? But it's because that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked you the question.
Yeah, that
Would
sounds
you,
like it could be what you said. That word that you said. It.
yeah,
Then
would you
that sounds
class me
like
as
that.
being
That could be. You understand?
would you class me as being a H?
Could be. Could be.
And if it
Could be.
is, I need to work on. If it is, I'll be honest. I need to work on myself if that's what I think it is. And I've never looked at myself like being that before. But maybe I need to work on my skills and because, like you said, what if one day I find out my boss is one of them people there, and it's like, am I just gonna just diss him to his face and be like, yo, I can't be around this no more?
Isn't it also another thing as of why would you, especially we growing up, how we not growing up, or us being what we are, but how we grow into this world. You understand? It's it's nice to be nice and always to not be enforcing some horrible shit. Not to, it's a fine line. You understand? It's a fine line. This one there. You understand? Because in one hand, do what you want in it. One hand, do what you want in it. But in the other hand, only advertise it to a certain amount of people. You know what I'm saying? Let's not have it all over the joint. You know what I mean?
I hear that. It's just weird how, in my experience, I let religion and someone's sexuality affect her friend. It was a good friend. They were both good friendships that I thought at the time, and it's like I just let. Well, I wouldn't say the religion wasn't more on me because I was willing to compromise. You get it, and say, all right, you come to and see my way of living, and then we'll get me. But on the other one now, I didn't compromise in it. It's like I just heard a thing and I just ran with it, and then I just diss off the brother and just stop talking to him in it.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
Even the thing with the Christmas party, the unofficial Christmas party, everyone else could be around the guy and chat to him, but I couldn't boogie in it. I was like, yo, I'm going to my yard, innit?
Yeah, and you know what? He was cool, innit? He was cool. That
Well,
guy.
yeah.
He was cool, man. He was
seemed
cool.
it. He seemed it. I never knew one person that had a bad thing to say about him. It's just that
He was cool, man. He was cool. He was cool. Always, I didn't hide the fact of nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you asked him straight up, he would tell you straight up. He was cool, man. I liked him.
The one that I thought was cool, he hid it. This one that we're talking about now, he didn't hide it. He was straight. He was a straight. Yeah, I'm one of them people. And what? So it's like horses for courses, isn't it? Like horses for courses. It's like some you can tolerate, some you can't, and then some you just. I just can't. Yeah, it's just difficult for me to tolerate it, innit? But maybe I am one of them people there where I need to reflect on myself and look at myself and be like, what harm are they actually committing towards me? You get it? But boy.
Well, anyway, that'll be another show. Now, maybe.
Maybe I need some therapy like that woman that was pretending to be black. You get it? Maybe I need some counseling, but I don't know. So
yeah. Anyway, nah, you're right. You do whatever you see fit, mate. You understand? Whatever you see fit is the answer. You know what I'm saying? But no, it was your honesty. Do you understand? That's what we're on there for, the honesty. So no, respect. What's that? Transracial. That is that what Becky said. Transracial. I think that's what your mate was trying to be. Your mate trying to be black. Your mate going from black to white to black. I think it was called, it's called transracial, but strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one, that one, still. It's a strange one. It's a deeper story, though,
it's a very political one.
Yeah, I think it's a deeper story still. So watch that one, Becky. Tell Becky to watch that one, Becky. Yeah. Kemas, man. What Kemas? Round it up, old chap. Do you want to round it all up? Cause I mean, shit. The religion is slim. Don't really know too many people. Different religions, too much, innit? Christians, your Muslims. That's about it, innit?
Yeah.
Couple of Buddhists or maybe Hindu or something like that.
Sikh, Hindu.
Yeah, you maybe get one of them, but then it doesn't really go to no Jew and none of them thing, Jewish or Arab.
Yeah, bro. There's a lot. What's the Buddhist one? It's mad, man. I'm rounding it up. I would say, I'm going to be a hypocrite now. Just try and take someone for who they are, innit? Don't try and change them. Just appreciate them for who they are, innit? Obviously, I need to work on that, innit? Because, like I said, I'm being a hypocrite right now. I'm contradicting myself. But let's try and take people for who they are, innit? Don't try and change them. try try not let it affect a friendship or a relationship because of certain things that we've talked about in it. Just try and work on it, work it out, man. Try and work on it or work it out. Like if you meet someone from a different background or religion, or you don't meet them like that, and then you find out they are a different, off of different background or religion, or try and
Then you
work it
just
out.
cut them out, man. Not in it.
Nah, man, because you might. It's like you said. I could have let a good friendship like go in it, like that could have get me the guy I thought that was like me. That could have get me. That could have been a good friendship, but I let that go in it, and that could be on me in it. That could be a mistake. That I'm not saying that I dwell on it, but talking about it now, it's like I look at it and be like, maybe it could have been a good
Sure as hell
friendship.
sounds like you was dwelling on it, bruh.
But
Only
obviously,
joking.
obviously, with the religion one now, with that Muslim brother, I don't think that ever was gonna work because I reckon he had an interior motive of trying to recruit man to the thing, and that never worked. So it's like
It's gonna
I
line
don't
you up
think.
for you to do the thing. You understand? You gotta set it off. You understand? You might have set
You
it off,
saying
bro.
you saying them man had a plan? Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah,
Man said he was gonna say to his people them, yo, I know someone called Johnny, you know. He can set he's gonna set off the ticket. Oh shit. But yeah, man, that's just running up. Certain people's sexuality or their religious beliefs, don't let it affect a relationship or friendship, or just try and work on it, innit? Don't let it split you up, man.
Go on the night. Go on the night. Yes, yes, yes. And there it is, said from the horse's mouth himself, the man who went through both of the situations. Yeah, who had the experience and the foresight to turn around and tell you now, actually, this is what you should do. All right. So yeah, on that note, yeah, we're done. First Wednesday, you understand? The first Wednesday, innit? We've been chatting enough for long. What was it? I saw that post from what did Becky say? We're gonna manifest or something. We're gonna manifest the Wednesday. That was quite funny. And look, we're here. It's Wednesday.
It's true. It's true.
So yeah, my friend. Now we're here. We're clear. Shall we go into football?
Oh, do we
Yeah,
have
I see
to?
your team won today, this evening.
My team?
The team, Man City.
My team? I thought my team did lose 3-0 on Sunday, but I did always think I reckon it's City's destiny. They're gonna do the treble this season, man. It's just written for them, man. I don't know what happened to Madrid. I don't know what happened to Madrid, man.
They need to
I don't
build
know.
all over again, Madrid, don't they?
They need to knock down that team, man. Yeah, it's like what you said, man. They just need to rebuild everything with that team, man. That team's just
Serious rebuild or rejig.
You see what?
Something. Go on.
I reckon they overachieved last season, and because they overachieved last season, they thought they could go again, and it's like it didn't happen because the only signing they made, I think, was Rudiger from Chelsea, and it's like they thought they could just make that one signing and that was it. But obviously, it's like Liverpool last season, because Liverpool nearly won the quad last season. They thought, all right, we can go again. And look, they fell off. So it's like Liverpool and and Real Madrid last season, they got the bare minimum out of their squad. And it's like they maximized their squad last season. And it's like they thought they could both go again and not spend no money. And it's like, look what happened. Now Liverpool are getting rid of like 4 or 5 players. Real Madrid's gonna probably sack Ancelotti. It's like, get me, Man City, they just keep churning it out. Teacher, they keep churning it. They get rid of players, bring in new players, and it's like, they just keep winning trophy after trophy after trophy.
What, conveyor belt? Yeah, conveyor belt of trophies. Yeah,
bruv, it is. And they get rid of players when it's like when Pep sees, it's like Pep's got an instinct. It's like he can see something. I don't know if he can see if your talent starting to drop, or he just like, do you know what? You go, you go, you go, you go. I'm gonna buy you. You come in. You come in. You come in. You play for me. You get me. Look what he did, man. He got rid of Sterling, Zinchenko, Jesus, Cancelo's on loan at Bayern Munich because he had a bust up with Pep on the training ground, supposedly. And it's like the man just brings in Alvarez, Haaland, and what's that player he got from Bayern Munich? What's his name? Akanji. And it's like he's just brought in 3 players and he's just sold 4 quality players that you would look at and be like, they're good players, you know, but he just keeps doing it. He just keeps the conveyor belt, like you said. It's like they just keep churning away. And I'll be surprised if they
got that money, isn't it?
But when you check it, all right, he spent a lot. We're not going to say he hasn't spent a lot, but when you check it, did he really spend a lot these last couple seasons?
No, but I mean, he's been spent. How long's he been there?
Since 2016, so 7 years.
So how much has he spent?
7 years.
And how much has he spent? And then that's your answer. You understand?
He's easily spent $1 billion. Easily spent $1 billion.
And then that's your answer, my friend. So if you put it like that, can you apply that to every club? You understand? Can you apply that to every club? If every club could spend that amount of money, do you think they'll win the title?
Man United?
I think most of them should, right? Most of them should. Right?
Chelsea?
Chelsea, how much did they spend? They spent a lot as well, didn't they?
They just spent 650 million in a transfer window.
See what I'm saying? They spent a lot of money.
That's nearly the billion that Pep spent since he's been at Man City in 7 years. Arteta spent $500 million. And Arteta's been there for nearly 4 years now. He spent $500 million. Man United just spend regardless. I don't know how much they've spent, but they just spend stupid amount of money. Liverpool, there was a time Klopp got a little money, and it's like he doesn't really get that. I think the owners at Liverpool says he has to sell to buy.
They spent, didn't they? Liverpool spent money.
They spent 75 on Van Dijk and 70 on the goalkeeper at the Brazilian. So that's 145. Yeah, Keita 50. They bought Ox off us for 45 million. So he did. He has spent. Konate was think about 50 million. He spent he spent. Darwin Nunes, I think he was like 72 million or so. Yeah, he spent. He has spent.
Yeah, man. Of course they spent, because that's how you get to win the Champions League. You got to spend money. You understand? Or
So what you saying?
potentially win all them Premier League titles that they've won. You understand? You only got to be
Huh?
spending money to win them things, there, brother. You don't win that
Yeah,
by bringing up youths, English youth team through the ranks.
you saying only Man United done that, yeah?
What?
Only Man United done that when they brought through all the youths.
They also spent. What did they spend? They had Cantona.
Yeah, they
What
had
else?
they had
Didn't they have Barthez,
Peter Schmeichel,
Schmeichel? Okay.
Bartes, Lauren Blanc,
Kanchelskis.
Lauren Blanc,
Yeah, so they spent a bit of foreigners as well with the English.
Vidic, Van Nistelrooy. Yeah, they had a few. Yeah, you
But
never bring any.
it was a nice blend, though. You get me?
You never win anything with kids. In that what Hansen said, Alan Hansen, you never win anything with kids.
Hmm.
I hear that, man. I hear that. But yeah, City done. They done well, but we seen what happened last time they got to the final. They bottled it. Chelsea beat them 1-0. Is it gonna happen again? Is Pep gonna overthink it again and play some inverted striker or some false number 9? Or yeah, it'll
Let's
be
hope it
interesting to
happens,
see.
man. Let's hope it happens.
I don't see it happening, but let's hope Inter. Let's hope they play Lukaku. Nah, Lukaku doesn't start for them, innit? But they've got other players. They got Dzeko, they got Martinez, they've got Lukaku, they've got Mkhitaryan. Mm,
They're
more
gonna
than
need
you
to
can
start
believe.
Lukaku, maybe that one.
He ain't gonna start him.
I don't know what Dzeko's gonna do. You know what I mean? If they're gonna get a chance.
Well, if Dzeko's good in the air, innit? So if they whip in the crosses, Dzeko's good in the air, but and that Martinez and Lukaku, all their strikers are good in the air. I think that's where Dumfries is good with putting in crosses, isn't it? That's who we should buy, Dumfries, and put him right back, man.
You see, the value of their team is quite low, isn't it?
Yeah, because they get like free transfers and stuff, innit? They don't really and loans. Inter don't really spend money like that. I don't think none of them Italian teams, except for Juve, spend money like that. It's all loans and free transfers and all that. They don't spend money like that, man. That's why when they sell players, they want a big fee for them because, yeah, they don't really get a lot of good players like that, man.
They're
So when they
hustling.
get when they get a 1 gem, they're like, yeah, we want 100 million for him. Look how they bought Tammy Abraham. What they got? I think Roma got Tammy Abraham for what? Something I can't remember what they got, but they're saying, yeah, you can have him back, but you got to pay like 70 million for him or something like that.
It's that same thing like the Bellingham thing, isn't it?
Yes. Hustling up, bad man. Hustling up. We'll buy for cheap, and you got to pay back double what we paid for that man, innit?
And look, he said Kate
Look,
and somebody else, Kate and Goat and that guy leaving Liverpool. They ain't got no clubs yet.
yeah, Ox and Cater. Oxlade Chamberlain and Cater.
Ox and Cater still ain't got a club yet.
Yeah. Milner's going Brighton, and Firmino's going to Bayer Leverkusen or something like that.
Bobby Firmino.
Yeah. Man, like Bobby, you know. Bobby with the fake teeth, always grinning teeth, or the teeth sticking out. Oh yeah, and is it thingy got an 8-month ban, innit?
Tony.
Ivan, Mr. Ivan Ooze, Mr. I Bet Tony.
Yeah. Yep. So it is, isn't it? It's lucky that's
Out to this
it's rested up until January.
17th of January, in effect from today. They could at least let him finish off the season, but boy. Look, there's 2 games left.
No, it's all right, mate. It's all right. I want to know: are they gonna have to? Is he gonna pay them full? Are they gonna get paid full wages or what?
For real, or do they stop it, or do they suspend his? Because if he's on a ban, does that mean? Oh, I've never.
Yeah, because that must be part of you can't play in it for some reason. Yeah, that must be covered in the contract. So for some reason you can't play if you get banned or injured. Nothing to do with the club or something. You understand?
That's interesting, you know. And how much longer did he have left on his contract?
Don't know, mate.
Because if that's his contract done and his wages, he's have to wait to January, to the transfer window in January, to find a new club. But I think the owner would have come out and said, boy, his contract's done. I think they would have come out. I think he must have signed a new contract now, innit? They've been in the Premier League for 2 seasons now. He must have signed something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, of course. But I mean, shit. Who gives up? Who gives up? So yeah, let's see, man. We got one more match with them in City. Let's see what
That's on the 10th of June, innit? Because the FA Cup finals on the 3rd of June, and the Champions League finals on the 10th of June, Saturday the 10th of June.
Yeah, so let's see what they can do, innit? Let's see if they can do something. One last chance, Inter. Or let the money grabbing buying of City take it. Go on. What was you gonna say, sir?
So if it was over 2 legs, I'd make City strong favourites. But a one-off final, it's like when City play Man United in the FA Cup final. You never know with a one-off final, man. 2 legs, you'll make them strong. But one, it's in a neutral stadium. It's going to be 50-50 fans in the stadium. You don't know, man. But like you said, hope Inter can just turn up on that day and just, do something.
We're going to see, innit?
100%.
I hope it's a good one. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. Because these semi-finals are being kind of like a letdown still, man.
Yeah, totally.
So you're saying, you see what Inter and AC have done? What, you reckon we can get to the semi or the finals next season?
Not playing how we were playing. We need to play a lot better than that. A lot better than that. But if we do, maybe.
It's going to take a lot of luck. I don't even reckon it's going to take luck, bad man, because we need to buy some players, man. We need a right back,
Yeah.
centre back, holding midfielder, a next type of striker like a Ivan Toney, the one can bully up the defence there. Someone to
Get
challenge
Ivan
Saka.
Toney. Get Ivan Toney, mate.
January window, innit? Go in for him in the January window. Say, yo, take him to do his medical and be like, all right, cool, yeah, we're gonna buy you. Give Brentford a little what? He's been out for 8 months. Give them a 25 million and say, yeah, man, hold that, man.
Yeah. Nah. We'll see, innit? Let's just see. See him come back after that ban.
What? He's the third top goal scorer in the Premier League behind Haaland and Kane this season. So that shows you something. He's got the kahunas.
Yeah. It appears so, but we'll see anyway. Yeah? Yeah, man. Well, look, that was the Wednesday, man. That was the first Wednesday. What was it? An hour and 40 minutes, man. That was long, right?
Rotted.
Yeah. Went quick, didn't it? It went fast. It went fast, didn't it?
100%. That flew.
But yeah, we're going to try and catch some more Wednesdays. If we get time, you know what I mean? But yeah, the Wednesdays is supposed to be the funny one, you know what I mean? Even a bit funny still as well. Some funny things today, you know what I mean?
There was something cool. Yeah, there's something called gems in there. You get it?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, that's how we like to keep the Wednesday laughing. Big up Becky Lou in the place, always communicating 100%. Big up Johnny in the building, always representing.
Yo. Big up, man. Big up you. Big up everyone listening. Big up, man. Big up yourselves, man.
Yeah, and just like and all that stuff. Let's get back on it, man. Wednesdays, Sundays. Let's see what we got for Sundays, yeah? Stay tuned. Blessings.
Big up.